Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. For a while now, the issue of nullifying the vote and the candidacy of Dr. Alex Otti, the governor-elect of Abia State, have been trended. It has become a source of discourse to many lawyers. One of them is Inibege Effiong, who have taken time to look at it from the legalistic scope and the jurisdiction scope, and the fact that this really doesn't hold waters. You're going to hear the point he raised and why Alex Otti should actually rest his heart. Of course, Alex Otti himself has also reacted to this matter. So we're going to join this news very quickly into one, the two of them into one. Before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel. Let's start with what Inibe Effiong, one of the foremost lawyers who also happened to be the one who liked to fight for the common man in Nigeria. According to him, said the judgment of the Federal High Court in Kano cannot stand in law. The issue of submission of a party's membership register to INEC cannot be the basis for disqualification of candidates. It cannot be the basis of nullifying primaries across the country. It is also belated. This type of judgment has the potential of exposing the judiciary to avoidable public ridicule. The jurisdiction of the Federal High Court cannot be invoked this way. Nullifying primaries of candidates and even declaring votes called as wasted votes in this circumstance goes against all established principles of law and fair hearing. The court lacked jurisdiction. Of course, we're going to see the write-up where the Federal High Court of Nigeria in Kano Judicial Division, for some of us who have been saying it is not true, it's fake news, on Thursday, the 18th day of May 2023, before His Lordship Justice M.N. Yanusa. It said suit number FHC /KN /CS/107 2023 between Ibrahim Haruna Ibrahim, that's the plaintiff, and Labour Party Independent National Electoral Commission as defendant. The judgment order said upon the originating summon dated and filed on the 11th day of May 2023, coming before the Honorable Court and praying for the following: 1. A declaration that every registered political party is bound to comply with the provisions of the Electoral Act and the conduct of its activities, and any activity of political party not done in compliance with the provisions of the Electoral Act are void ab initio. 2. A declaration that the first defendant has carried on with its activities in this selection of its candidate for the general election in a manner that is at variance with mandatory provisions of the Electoral Act 2022, which renders its participation in the general election of 2023 in Kano State and the rest of 35 states of the Federation, including the Federal Capital Territory, as null and void. Presiding Judge is Honorable Justice M.N. Yanusa. Certified true copy. This is what was said and what they filed against. This is really interesting. And Inibere continued. This is what was written in the document. I just quickly read it. Inibere also continued by saying, based on this judgment order, this case was filed on the 11th day of May 2023. Alex Otti emerged as the gubernatorial candidate of Labour Party during primaries held in June 2022. Section 285 of the Constitution states that all pre-election matters must be filed within 14 days of events. Now, someone like Comrade Adeojuna asked the question. He said, look, it's a valid ground, most senior lawyer. If the law prescribes a procedure and it is not followed, will the court be wrong to rule so in this regard? Is that not why parties are meant? He now responded to Adeyoju by saying, no, my brother, the issue is not even justifiable. Candidacies cannot be nullified on the basis of membership register. The Electoral Act does not bar political parties from admitting new members upon submission of register. Parties can grant waivers to new members. It is legal. This is interesting. He now went further to say, isn't this a clear contradiction? If there is no territorial jurisdiction for the court to grant relief 10, on what basis did the court void Abia primaries? It is only the judiciary that will preserve its dignity and respectability. We should be mindful of public perception. He said the court asked affected candidates in Abia State to approach the appropriate division of the Federal High Court for redress. That's Federal High Court Abia. The same court, in another breath, declared primaries in Abia as void and votes cast for Labour Party in Abia as wasted votes. My God, this is getting interesting. It's really getting interesting. He now went further. Inibege is giving technicalities. He now went further to say originating summons in Kano case was filed on May 11. Judgment delivered on May 18. Under the Federal High Court Pre-Election Practice Direction 2022, a respondent has 7 days to enter appearance and 10 days to file a counter affidavit. When were LP and INEC served this summons? Questions that begs answers. He now went further. He said since the tenure of the incumbent will automatically elapse on May 29, Abia State must have a new governor. A Governor-Elect has emerged in the person of Alex Otti. The Kano judgment is not executory in this contest and cannot be relied upon to truncate Otti's inauguration. As it stands, the judgment delivered today by Honorable Justice Yenusa cannot stop the swearing-in of Alex Otti. The judge did not restrain Abia Chief Judge from swearing him in. Conversely, the judge declined the prayer that sought to order INEC to declare the first runner-up as winner. Now, this is interesting. Of course, Alex Otti also have decided to react to this matter as well very quickly. Well, according to Abia Governor-Elect Dr. Alex Otti has urged Abians not to panic over his purported sack by a federal high court in Kano State. Recall it was reported earlier that the Otti's candidature and other Labour Party members in Abia and Kano State were nullified on grounds of not being in compliance with the provisions of the 2022 Electoral Act. The judge ruled that the failure of the Labour Party to submit the membership register to INEC within 30 days before primaries rendered the process null and void. Reacting to the ruling, Otti stated that arrangement for his swearing in on May 29 is on full gear as planned. He told Nigerians that the antics of the enemies of democracy cannot truncate the will of Abians. Labour Party chairman in Abia State, Honorable C.K. Igera, said the court's pronouncement is laughable. He said the decision of the court would have no significance in the incoming inauguration or in the coming of the inauguration of the governor-elect. Igera noted that only the election tribunal is bequeathed the power to sack a democratically elected person. He said that court pronouncement is laughable. Everybody should go about their normal activities. It is only the tribunal that can remove Alex Otti. It is not just a court that will remove someone who was duly elected. In fact, I'm going to give up activities for the inauguration. This one is Pepe Demo. Now you've heard it all. They are not even bothered. But the question is, who are all these people trying to they just want to hit up the polity in Nigeria, sha. And it will not all go well if they continue like this. And like Inibere Fiong said, so look, judiciary need to step up their game so that they don't put them into public ridicule. So it's up to them now to begin to people who don't have jurisdiction to rule, let them know, and whenever they make such pronouncement, let them also voice out because hey, the way it is going. All right, let's put in the comment section. What's the